I think the main problem Aston Villa and Monchi and everything has had to deal with over this period here, because if you look at the squad, and I was to tell you over the last 3 seasons it's had £300 million of incoming players to it, you wouldn't really believe it. Now, there's been a lot that goes out, but obviously as we've looked at the numbers, not all the transfer values are quite fair, inflated is maybe one way of putting it. And that's really down to all the PSR FFP stuff. Now, not being in the Champions League this year is obviously going to harm that greatly, and that's why there's the pressure on the Ramsey situation. But I think this is probably one of the best things that could have happened to Aston Villa. You just kind of really need to look at Newcastle. They're about to go and spend as much money as they want to because of the kind of path that they've been on over the last 2 or 3 years, and it feels like Aston Villa not having that upward pressure that the Champions League brings to go and spend big money, to go and spend big wages, to go and bring in more big players to make sure that you can do what you did this year in the Champions League, finish really high in the group stages, go through to the knockouts and fight at the top of the Premier League and maybe go deep in the cups. And with that top end pressure away from all of that, it's still going to be there domestically, but in the Europa League, Unai Emery's specialty, you guys are my favourites already. Aston Villa to win the Europa League, you know what's happening already. Let's just call it how it is.